Roman Reigns makes shocking return with new Shield at WWE Night of Champions. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans across the world, this is not a drill. The Tribal Chief has returned, but not as you remember him. At WWE Night of Champions, Roman Reigns made the most shocking return of his career. But this time, he wasn't alone. Gone were the days of the Bloodline. Gone were Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. Roman Reigns returned with a new army, a new brotherhood, a new Shield, and what they did to the current WWE roster left the entire WWE Universe in shock. This is the complete breakdown of Roman Reigns' dramatic return at Night of Champions with his new Shield faction, a moment that will go down in wrestling history. Betrayal, chaos, legacy, reborn. Let's dive in. Night of Champions, the setting. The atmosphere was electric. Night of Champions had already delivered major moments. Gunther successfully retained the Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley tore the house down. Cody Rhodes had just defeated Drew McIntyre in a grueling match. Then, it was time for the main event. Seth Rollins vs. AJ Styles for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The match was stellar, both men pushing each other to their limits. The crowd in Saudi Arabia was split down the middle. Chants for Seth, chants for AJ. It looked like Seth Rollins was about to retain. He hit a stomp, went for the pin. 1, 2, then, the lights went out. The arena plunged into darkness. The return of the Chief. Flashing strobes. A new, haunting remix of Roman Reigns' theme began to play. On the giant screen appeared the words, "He never needed a bloodline." The crowd erupted in confusion. Then came the iconic image, the silhouette of Roman Reigns, glove raised, surrounded by two shadows. Commentary screamed in disbelief. It's him. It's Roman Reigns. But who's with him? Smoke filled the stage. Through the mist emerged Roman Reigns, dressed in all black tactical gear, his eyes colder than ever. Flanking him were two men also in tactical vests. They wore skull bandanas over their faces, hands clenched into fists. This was no longer the Bloodline. This was war. This was the new Shield. The attack. Roman Reigns and his mysterious allies stormed down the ramp. Seth Rollins stood in the ring, completely stunned. AJ Styles rolled out of the ring as the three men surrounded Seth. Seth shouted, "Roman, you don't have to do this." Roman didn't flinch. He nodded. The two masked men lunged. Superkicks, clotheslines, gut punches. Seth fought back, but the numbers were too much. Then Roman stepped in. Superman punch. The final blow. A massive spear that sent Rollins flying across the ring. The crowd didn't know how to react. Cheers and boos rained down in chaos. Then Roman reached into his vest and pulled out something iconic. An old, black Shield tactical vest. He threw it on Seth's chest. "You forgot where you came from, brother." Unmasked. Who are they? With Seth unconscious, the two masked men ripped off their bandanas and revealed their faces. The first man, Braun Breaker. The second, Jacob Fatu. The crowd erupted. Two of the most dangerous, dominant rising stars in wrestling. Now aligned with Roman Reigns. Michael Cole yelled, "This isn't just a return. This is a hostile takeover." Roman Reigns grabbed a mic. "You all thought I was gone. You all thought the Tribal Chief was finished. Nah, I've evolved. The Shield wasn't about friendship. It was about dominance, brotherhood, control. This is the new Shield. And we're taking everything back." The locker room reacts. Backstage, chaos erupted. Cameras caught glimpses of stunned superstars watching monitors. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and even Drew McIntyre. In a WWE.com exclusive, Cody said, "Roman doesn't just return, he burns everything down." Sami Zayn shook his head. "The Shield, again. This isn't justice. This is revenge." Twitter exploded. #New Shield trended #1 worldwide. Fans began speculating instantly, was this a full reboot of the Shield? Why Braun Breaker? Why Jacob Fatu? And more importantly, what was Roman Reigns planning next? Bloodline responds. The next episode of SmackDown opened with Solo Sikoa storming down the ramp, flanked by Paul Heyman. Heyman was rattled, speaking fast. "We did not know Roman was returning. We had no idea. This isn't the Bloodline." Solo stood silently, staring into the camera. Then he said, "Roman made his choice. Now we make ours." He dropped the mic and walked out. It was clear. The Bloodline was finished. Seth Rollins out. WWE confirmed that Seth Rollins sustained a rib fracture and concussion from the brutal attack. He would be out for several weeks. Roman posted on Instagram, "We rebuild, you rest." It was cryptic, cold, and powerful. Rollins fired back the next day, tweeting, "This ain't over." Roman's plan revealed. On Raw, Roman Reigns appeared via satellite, sitting in a dark room. Jacob Fatu stood behind him. Braun Breaker was pacing like a lion. Roman explained, "The WWE landscape is weak. Divided. Cody's chasing dreams. Seth's chasing legacy. I'm here to rule. Braun is the future. Fatu is the enforcer. And I am the alpha." He raised his finger. "Believe that." History of the Shield. Commentary spent the next segment revisiting the legacy of the original Shield. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. Their 2012 debut. Their dominance. Their betrayal. The montage ended with a chilling line. "But history repeats itself when justice is unfinished." WWE confirmed the new group would officially go by The Shield, reconstructed, and they had one goal: wipe out the past and conquer the future. First target: Cody Rhodes. The new Shield didn't wait long. On SmackDown, Cody Rhodes was delivering a promo about winning the WWE Championship. He was cut off mid-sentence by flashing lights and camera glitches. Suddenly, Braun Breaker speared Cody from behind. Jacob Fatu powerbombed him through a table. Roman walked down the ramp slowly, holding Cody's title high. "You may have finished your story, Cody. But I'm writing the next chapter." WWE Locker Room Unite. With the Shield reconstructed wreaking havoc, WWE superstars began forming unlikely alliances. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and LA Knight came together to challenge Roman's trio. Rhea Ripley warned the men's locker room, "The boys better start watching each other's backs." Even Sami Zayn approached Drew McIntyre to suggest a truce. War was on the horizon. Shield rules match announced. Triple H made a blockbuster announcement. At SummerSlam, it would be The Shield reconstructed Roman, Braun, Fatu vs. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Shield rules match. No tags, no countouts, no DQ. Pure chaos. The crowd erupted. This wasn't just a match. It was a declaration of war. Training vignettes. In the lead-up to SummerSlam, WWE aired intense vignettes. Roman training in isolation in Samoa. Fatu practicing wild high-risk moves in a dark ring. Braun Breaker lifting insane weights and punching concrete walls. The Shield wasn't here to play. They were here to take over. Surprising ally returns. 1 week before SummerSlam, Jon Moxley appeared in a video package, shocking the world. While he didn't appear live, he said, "The Shield I knew stood for justice, not tyranny. Roman's lost his way, but I'm watching." Could this be foreshadowing something bigger? SummerSlam. The war. At SummerSlam, the Shield rules match was the main event. It was chaos from the first bell. Braun speared Cody through a barricade. Sami and Fatu brawled up the ramp. Cody Rhodes hit 3 crossroads on Roman, but Roman kicked out. In the end, Roman used a steel chair to finish off Cody, pinning him clean. The Shield, reconstructed, stood tall over 3 of WWE's biggest stars. Roman grabbed a mic. "This is only the beginning. The WWE landscape has changed forever. Roman Reigns is back. Not with cousins or advisors, but with killers. The new Shield isn't about balance. It's about dominance. A brotherhood reborn in fire and forged in destruction. So what's next? Who will rise to stop them? Or is Roman's reign, once again, unbreakable?" Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next chapter in this unfolding epic. This was the full story of Roman Reigns' shocking return at WWE Night of Champions, with a new Shield by his side. We'll see you in the next one.